Now that we've used the front panel using the buttons to set the program setting, the control current, voltage, power, or resistance with the BK Precision 8522 electronic load, we're going to hook it up to a PC and do some automated tests so that we don't have to use the knob, and we can also do some timing tests and also store data automatically. We're going to download the software for this device. So we go to bkprecision.com and go to the products page, the DC electronic loads, and we want the 2400 watt 8522, which is right there. And if you go to the software page, it has the ITE132 USB cable adapter driver, which is right here. So you're going to need that to connect to the BK Precision. That's right here. And you can see that it's got a DB9 on the side that goes to the BK and a USB that goes to the computer. We also have one that goes to a RS-232 on the computer. If you have one of those, this laptop does not, so I'm going to be using the USB cable. Download the driver, install that, and also download the operating software, pv8500.zip. Install both of those, and then you'll be ready to go to the next step. So here's the back of the BK Precision, and the power plug's on the top, and then you can see that there's a RS-232 plug, and right next to it it says RS-232, but in parentheses it says TTL. That means that you can't use a ordinary RS-232 connection that's 15 volt. You need to step it down with a converter, and we have one of those here from BK. This is the ITE132 isolated communication cable, and one side of it is USB and the other one is TTL, and the TTL side is the DB9 that goes in the back of the BK, and then the USB goes into your computer with the USB driver making it into a COM port. So I've installed the driver and the operation software. You can also look in the documentation, find the data sheet, but most importantly the manual. If you want to program the communication with some other device other than a PC, you can do that. It has some sample code. Right now we're going to go to right click on my computer, go to properties, and we want to look at the device manager. And then under ports, you're going to see COM and LPT. Click on that, the arrow, and you see the prolific USB to serial COM port. That COM4 in the parentheses is important, so remember that, or you can just come back to here. And if we close that out, and then load up the BK software. It's under BK PV8500. Load that. And your first step is gonna go to config and make sure the baud rate. I have the BK set at 9600. You can look through the manual and see how you can change the baud rate using the front panel of the device. So set the baud rate. The address is 0. COM port, which is from the device manager that I just showed you, was COM4. And you can set some of the settings. So like for control current, you set the key arrow on the keyboard is incrementing here, and then the mouse wheel, and you can set a maximum current. But that's somewhat unrelated to the communication right now. So let's turn on the BK. It goes through the self-test, and then click OK on the config. And before it was saying waiting for communication right here, and now it says communication is successful. So the system is okay, and we're looking at the voltage. So now on the BK, let me swing over there for a second. The output is off, and you'll see link and remote. The remote refers to the remote control, so these buttons are being programmed over on the laptop, and the link is just saying that it's communicating with the PC. So you can come back over here and you can click on the panel control and it'll come off the remote. So you can control it from the front panel while still monitoring it from the computer. So we've established the communication, and that's all we wanted to do for this test. And this is the communication for the BK Precision 8522 DC electronic load.